We are at a motivational talk event that we've arranged, and we're calling it Own My Run in 2025. 10 years feels like it's gone by in one flash. I can't believe it's been 10 years, but it's been an amazing journey so far. I've started my preparation for the 2 Oceans, which is first on the calendar. It will need a significant increase in pace to make up the time and to break the time record. So I'll have to see how training goes. Caroline Wasman was right at the peak of her career. So I remember watching how she ran, and I remember reading a story that she wasn't a runner her entire life. And so Caroline was definitely a big role model for me. And so my message to all the young ladies out there who's aspiring to be runners, or who look at the Comrades Marathon maybe and find inspiration there, is to
Welcome to this episode of the Runners Podcast with myself, Rotokholo, and today we have the champion Gerda Steyn. We are here at Randburg for her event, which will be, what is the name of the event, by the way?
Good afternoon first. It's lovely to speak to you this afternoon. We are at a motivational talk event that we've arranged, and we're calling it Own My Run in 2025.
Thank you for clarifying that and an informal introduction. But yeah, welcome to our channel. And congratulations on being at the Hollywood Clubhouse. And yeah, tell us how are you feeling about that?
Thank you so much. Yes, only yesterday we announced my new club, which will be the Hollywood Athletics Club going forward. It's very, very exciting for me to join this movement of purple. I look forward to representing the club, taking the sport of running and joining a community of running to the next level. I can't wait to start this journey. So very, very exciting 2025 ahead.
And another big congratulations, you are 10 years now in this running. And from being a quantity surveyor to running, what a transition.
Absolutely, yes. 10 years feels like it's gone by in one flash. I can't believe it's been 10 years, but it's been an amazing journey so far. I've learned so much. I've gotten to know so many incredible people along the way, and that to me is what makes the journey the most special.
And, Bruce Fordyce said that these wise words that some people chose their parents wisely. You don't seem to be getting any injury or picking any injuries and so forth. How did you choose your parents?
I definitely think I've got my parents to thank for that. Maybe also not just their genes, but the fact that they haven't pushed me so hard when I was a youngster. They allowed me to do what I feel is right for me and not push me into an athletic direction that I didn't want to be in or was forced on me. So maybe I've got 2 things to thank them for, and not just the genes. So I think that is definitely something that helps with the injury prevention also, but also just the daily lifestyle, making sure that I nourish my body correctly, making sure that I take recovery and rest when it's needed. So many elements that comes together in order for you to have injury-free training and a longevity also in your career.
Now that you're a member of Hollywood, obviously there are high expectations from Hollywood that you will be flying their flag very high. And we are at the beginning of a running season, or the first half of the year, which is the most looked that we're looking up for. It's the 2 Oceans and the Comrades. I assume you've started preparing for them already.
Yes, I have. I've started my preparation for the 2 Oceans, which is first on the calendar. It's not in full swing just yet because it's still early in the year. But I have started to increase my mileage a little bit after a recovery time in December. So it's getting very excited, and to fly the flag for the Hollywood Athletics Club, I know that they will be expecting great things of me, but also to me, this partnership is more a supportive role. I know they want to see me do well, and they want to support me in many ways, in the best ways that they can to achieve those targets. And for me, it will be my way of showing my gratitude towards them to have good results. So really exciting.
And I know for Two Oceans we can expect a record, but Comrades, I think finishing at the People's Park might be far. But I think on the men's it might be far to break the 5:13 record. But on your side, are you eyeing the record on the down run?
I spent the week in Durban this past week I spent in Durban, and we drove from Moses Mabhida past People's Park all the way towards Kingsmead, and it's a long way. So it's over 1 kilometer, I think, which means it will need a significant increase in pace to make up the time and to break the time record. So I'll have to see how training goes. I'll have to see how it all plays out. June is still a long way ahead. I don't want to put my mind so much on the record just yet. But I mean, I don't think it is impossible. I think a lot of people said breaking 6 hours on the up run is impossible, and I managed to do that. And I'll never put those barriers in my mind to say something is completely impossible. But I know that I have to be realistic about my goals. So when it gets close to the race, I have to assess my form, assess my fitness, and then decide what to do.
Most definitely. And growing up, sometimes we have a role model, and I've seen the likes of Caroline Wartsman, who was an excellent runner, but she cut her career very short. Who are some of your role models that when you started to be an elite and started winning, who are some of the ladies who were your role models that you wanted to maybe copy or just run closer to what they are doing, or even do better them?
When I started running, I almost immediately got into the Comrades Marathon, and I fell in love with the race. So naturally, I looked at the winners of the Comrades Marathon. I looked up to them as heroes, as my inspiration. And at the time, Caroline Wartsman was right at the peak of her career. So I remember watching how she ran, and I remember reading a story that she wasn't a runner her entire life, and it was really inspirational to me. So Caroline was definitely a big role model for me, and I also remember at the time when I started running, I was looking up to the international runner Ellie Greenwood, who ran so fantastically to beat the Russian twins for the first time in so many years. So it is important to have those role models and to have people to look up to, and to look at them and see how they live their lives and how they change their lifestyles in order to accommodate this high performance level.
I know even after your running career, you would want to see some South African women or ladies runners come in your footsteps. What is your message of encouragement to them? Because I personally want to see more South African ladies of your caliber running Comrades and winning the ultras.
Yes, I truly believe that the talent in our country is massive. It's just a matter of finding it early enough and to develop those talent to make them also believe that they can do it. So my message to all the young ladies out there who's aspiring to be runners, or who look at the Comrades Marathon maybe and find inspiration there, is to never think that it can't be them. Never think that you don't have it in you to become something or to make something out of running. It could be anyone. I never dreamed about becoming an athlete, and today I am, and today I can say I won the Comrades Marathon and the Two Oceans Marathon. So it's just that self-belief sometimes to not stop believing in the dream that you feel in your heart.
I've seen you've been training in outside the country, and which would you favor, training outside for the South African racing or training in South Africa?
I must say I've been very fortunate to see the world and to train in many places around the world, but I can't say that anything ever beats the feeling of being at home and on home soil, and both training and especially racing in front of home crowd. That is, for me, is always the cherry on top.
Nice one. And I think let me not take most of your time because you are the lady of the day of today. But yeah, hopefully we'll catch up with you just before Comrades, just to do a proper sit down where we document your entire running journey, because there are certain things about your running or your running life that we don't know about, like what do you do in the morning, what do you do first, how do you those kind of things. And yeah, thank you for your time and all the best.
Thank you so much, and also thank you for the work that you do and for getting getting runners out there together and inspiring them with your words. So yeah, all the best to you as well. I would just like to wish everyone a massive happy 2025. Go crush your goals and don't be afraid to dream.
Thank you.